Hi guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So I want us to learn one or two today. So make sure you are active and ready. Welcome to all those joining us for the very, very first time. You are highly welcome. So I'll try to add up the link to our free community for those who will want to join. Okay. Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Nice to have you here. So tell me in the comment section, where are you streaming from? Where are you joining us from? Let's get it going. Today we are going to learn something very, very special. So make sure you are active in the comment section. Make sure you're very active and share the live with a couple of friends. Share the live with a couple of friends. We are getting started in a couple of minutes. And for those who are not yet subscribed to the channel, do not forget to show some love by subscribing. Okay. All right. That being said, in the morning, we actually went through a couple of pairs on a watch list. We went through a couple of pairs and we all saw what we are expecting for this week. We all saw what we're expecting for this week, and this is what we are looking at on GBP, on AUD, USD. Okay, so I'll just give you a glance through the pairs we have an eye on right now before we move on to what we have to learn today. So this is actually what a trade we took last week, but the one we took this morning, because this morning I also shared the trade. This is it. Okay, we took this trade today in the morning. I shared it in my community. So if you're not a part of the community, use the link in the description to join my free community. And for the month of July, it's already mid-month. I've decided to take in 15 serious traders work with them through. So in case you're one of those students or one of the people who want to take trading serious, let me just connect to 3751899562. Yeah, so you can use this number to, okay, let me know you are ready for the month of July and you will be part of the session. Okay, it's going to be a life-changing one. You're going to take all the trades I take with me, and I'm going to guide you a lot on the things, some basic styles you need to know. 651899562. So it's coming. Africa and network. Okay, so I just dropped a number. Yeah. All right. So we have this trade on GBP USD. We took this morning. Remember, during our analysis, I told you we're expecting price to give us a pullback into this area for us to sell, right? And what happened? Exactly what we anticipated. It's not magic, it's experience. It's what we've been doing for years, and we know exactly what we are looking at. Okay. All right, we continue. So this is another pair we are looking at. This is AUD-JPY. I already told you guys exactly what we are expecting on this, right? I told you what we're expecting on this. We keep it going. NZD-USD. We're expecting a pullback, but price said no to that. So price has decided to continue rising, which is very, very okay. Then on GBP, JPY, I told you guys I'm not so comfortable with this trade. And to be honest, the trade has already given us about 1:3 or 1:2.7. So I did not take it because I told you I'm not going to take it because I wasn't so confident about it. I only take trades that I have confidence in. So NZD, USD chose not to come down to our zone. Then on GBP AUD, we are still looking forward to see price pulled into this zone. So overall, we are still watching, okay? And those who were looking for sell opportunities got a confirmation for them to get some sales, okay? Yeah, because price gave us this pullback into this area, telling you there's a possibility for us now to start the downtrend. Why? Because we had a change of character around this area, and now we had a pullback. Yeah, so that's it. That being said, we keep going. Let me keep showing you what we are looking for. On AUD CHF, that's the Swiss franc. This is exactly what we are looking for, or what we're waiting for. So price is gradually going up to our area, all right? So I think we've touched all the pairs we have on our watch list. We've touched all the pairs we have on our watch list. And right now, what I think we should do is we go straight to class, okay? We should go straight to class. I want to work on GU. Okay. So I've been teaching you guys a whole lot of stuff lately, and I want to take this time out to let you know that for you to be a profitable trader or to find profitability in trading, there is one very important thing you cannot ignore, which is market structure. This is a song I'm singing, but it's something you cannot do without, okay? I've always told you about the trends, yes, but understanding how to use the trend is what I'll be teaching you guys today, okay? Understanding how to use the trend is what I'll be teaching you. So, let's say, understanding how to use the trend. This is our topic for today. Understanding how to use the trend. Okay. Once you master how to use a trend, every other thing becomes very easy. Understanding entries, like our last video, we spoke about entries. So understanding entries will be no big deal. You'll be able to get good entries. You know where to be expecting price for you to get an entry. You know how to spot an exit signal, okay? How to know when to get out of the market. Like I always told you, we have 3 types of trade. So we have an uptrend. So we have, we have an uptrend. Let's join it. Oh, is it network? Okay. So we have an uptrend. We have a downtrend. Let me space this thing. I'm not supposed to join it. I just want a downtrend. We have a ranging market or consolidation. All right. These are the 3 types of trends we have. And once you understand these three trends, you know exactly what you should be doing in the market at every given time. Okay. For those who are watching me and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I think it's high time for you to subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that I receive notifications whenever I share a video or whenever I'm live. And tell me in the comment section, where are you streaming from? And if you want to connect with me, you can first join the community. It's a free Telegram community where I share signals. And if you want to be part of the July program, hit me through the WhatsApp number in the comment section, pinned WhatsApp. Okay, so like I said, once you understand these 3 different trends, you know exactly what you should be doing at every point in the market. So in an uptrend, you know that you should be looking for buy opportunities, okay? Let me come here and let you know that uptrend equals buys. Downtrend equals sells. And consolidation trend equals both. All right? You can choose not to take action, and you can choose to actually make use of both the buy and the sells. Yes, you can choose to do both buy and sells. Like I will show you exactly what I mean on the charts. Okay, I'll show you exactly what I mean on the chart by doing both. All right, now I will give you a clear example of an option. Okay, and I will show you exactly what you should be expecting in an uptrend. Today is the day I will teach you how to use your Fibonacci. You don't need to know fair value gaps. You don't need to know liquidity sweeps. You don't need to know order blocks. You don't need to know anything. All you need to know are, let me give you some things you need to know, okay? So let's talk about things. So let's talk about things you need to know. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is trend. Let's start with the capital letter. Trend direction. The second thing you need to know is swing highs and swing lows. Swings. So we have both swing highs and swing lows. The third thing you need to know are fib levels. So you need to know your fib levels. And you also need to have your entry type. So this is more of entry confirmation, okay? So once you understand the trend, you know how to spot your swing highs and swing lows, you know the fib levels, okay, which is optional. You can actually do this thing even with your eye without using the Fibonacci, okay? It's very, very possible. So tell me in the comment section, where are you streaming from? Tell me where you're streaming from. Let me know the people I'm dealing with, okay? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, show some love by subscribing. That will go a long way to push our channel, okay? So we're talking about trend direction. Once you understand the trend direction, you understand the swing highs and swing lows, you understand the fib levels, and now you look for your entry type, like you know the kind of confirmation you're expecting to get an entry, okay? Now you understand this, you already know these things that you need, okay? Let's keep them aside, okay? Now, let's take, for example, an uptrend. I want to keep this by the side so that you should always look at it when we are working, okay? Now, let's assume that we're in a downtrend, creating lower highs and lower lows. And what happened? Price breakthrough. Okay, this is what we call a change, you know. So what I'll do is I'll just write it on, bring it down to 12. So we call this, oh my God, change of character. I'll make it white. Good. Hi, good evening. Secret of Islam. Okay, that should be Dauda, if I'm not mistaken. Dauda, is that you? If it's you, nice to have you, man. Nice to have you. So the first thing you'll see here is what we can consider a change of character. Okay, once you spot out a change of character, what are you looking for? You need now to understand where are the swings. Where are the swings on this chart? Okay, so you can either call it let's say like we're creating lower highs and lower lows. So we call this a lower high. Okay, and then we'll also name this one a lower low. Yeah. Now, you understand that the lower highs and the lower lows can also be considered as swing high and swing low. Okay, so it is the same thing with the swings. The same thing with the swings. Okay. Now, once you understand your swings, you understand that when price takes out a swing high in a downtrend, that is where we can say there is a change of character. Now, what are you looking for? You are waiting for price. Oh, I also forgot one thing. Let me add here. I call this pullbacks. So we say you also need to know your pullbacks. Okay, these are things you need to know: pullbacks, entry types, Fibonacci, Fib levels, and swings. Okay, so for the Fib levels, like I said, it's optional. You can decide not to use Fibonacci and just use your eyes and your entry type to get your entries, which is okay. But the reason we use Fibonacci or Fib levels is because we've discovered that with the Fibonacci, things are a lot easier. Okay, it's a lot easier, and so many people understand better. Personally, I love using Fibonacci. Okay, and for those who will be watching this live stream maybe later, so don't forget, show some love by subscribing to the channel. I don't think you will meet a channel breaking down the charts the way I do. So if you can just support us by subscribing to the channel, I believe it will go a long way to help us. Yeah. So now we have seen the trend has changed, which was, we had a downtrend, right? Now the trend has changed. That's why we have this change of character. So we now know the trend is an uptrend. Okay. So let us make another box. Let's make another list here. So the first question is, let's make it 20 so that you can see. The first thing you need to see is trend. So let's look at the trend, which is, what do we see? It is an uptrend. Okay, the trend is an uptrend. Let's keep going. We have taken out a swing high, yeah? So we have seen that we have a swing low here. And now we are looking forward to see if we'll see a new swing high, okay? Now, we are expecting to have a pullback before we can have a Fib level and retracement, or an entry type, sorry. Okay, now we keep watching. At this point, you've understood the trend. So now you're waiting to have a pullback. Good. So you realize you have a new swing high. This is a swing low, and this will be a new swing high, which will now be considered as a higher high. So this will be a higher high. And why do we call this swing high a higher high? It's simple, because this high is higher than the previous high. Okay, this high is higher than this one, making it a higher high. Are we together? If you guys are following up, just say yeah in the comment section. Say yeah. So for the swing, yes. Oh no, this is not the right thing to do. Okay. For the swing, you can put equal to higher high. Okay, we've created a higher high, which means now we are expecting to enter on the new higher low that we are creating. Awesome, Dauda, I love that. We're expecting to enter in the, or when we create a higher low. Okay, Now, that's where the Fibonacci comes in. Now, what do? You take your Fibonacci. I'll do a complete video on Fibonacci. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because you have enough time to watch the video on Fibonacci. And the video on Fibonacci, yeah, I'll do a video on Fibonacci. So you take a Fib from the lowest point to the most recent high. So from the lower low to the higher high, because at this point we're still creating. The reason why we have a lower low here is because we're in a downtrend, creating lower lows and lower highs. So this is the lowest low we had. So you take your Fibonacci to the lowest point and up to the highest point. And now what are you expecting? Price to pull back to around 50%, 61.8, 78.6, or even 100% retracement for you to have a buy. So have you gotten a pullback? Yes. So we come here, we take the next part, which is we ask pullback. So you can even use what I'm giving you here on your trading plan. Okay, you can use this on your trading plan. Before you take a trade, you ask yourself all these questions. Have I understood the trend? If you have gotten the trend, you say yes, you have a trend, uptrend, downtrend, consolidation. Have you gotten a swing? Yes, price has created a new swing high. Okay, have you gotten a pullback? Which is a yes. Okay, we have a pullback. Now, Fib level, yes, 61.8 retracement. Okay, so we take the next step, Fib. Fib stands for Fibonacci. Okay, you can do a research about Fibonacci. Fib level equals to 61.8% retracement. Okay, 61.8%. You can see it on my chart. This is it, 61.8. Okay, so if you're not seeing, open your eyes well and you'll see. Now, the next question you should ask yourself, have you gotten your entry confirmation? That's where we now look at engulfing candlesticks, pin bar, whatever you use as your confirmation. Personally, I will talk about engulfing candlesticks, okay? Once you spot an engulfing candlestick, what's an engulfing candlestick? I believe if you guys have been following me up, you know what an engulfing candlestick is, okay? So it is a candlestick that swallows up another, okay? So maybe we're having red candlesticks and automatically we have one big green candlestick that swallows up the last red candle, okay? I believe you guys can see my screen. Are you guys seeing? Are you seeing what I'm showing you? If yeah, just say a yes in the comment section. Say yeah in the comment section. So once you get the engulfing, entry type, equals to engulfing, bullish, engulfing. Perfect, Dauda. Let's get it going, my man. So you have a bullish engulfing as your entry type. So this is now where you take your buy. It's simple. You can enter and it end up going against you, but 60 to 70% of the times that you enter, you go in your favor and give you money. So you can target a 1:2 or a 1:3. That's how simple trading should be. That's how simple trading should be. And if you notice, right, today we'll talk only about an uptrend, about this example. If you notice, you realize that price did not just come, give you all these things at the same time. No, the first thing you waited for was to see a swing. Okay, to understand the trend, you had to see swing back. But eventually, how the last swing high, creating a higher high. And now, once you notice that higher high, you now understood that the trend has changed. That's where you now came in and said, oh, I now have an uptrend. Okay, I now have an uptrend. And that's where you said, okay, it means I should be looking for a buy opportunity, which is fantastic. It's perfect. That's exactly what you should be looking for on the charts. No pressure. You had to wait patiently for price to pull back into your buying. Have a pullback. The swing you had was a higher high, meaning you should be looking for buys. Once you have a higher high, it means you should be looking for buy opportunities. And you don't buy from the higher high. You wait for what? A pullback to where? A fib level for you to get an entry information. Is it making sense? So that's why I keep saying that patience is a virtue. It's something you shouldn't play with as a trader. You should be very, very patient. You should always wait to have your confirmation before making any decision. Always wait for your confirmations. It's very, very important. The comment section is open, so you guys can ask your questions if you have any questions. Okay? You can ask questions, guys. I'm here for you. I'm here to make it easy. I'm here to make trading easy for you. I wish someone taught me all these things on live stream like this. My trading would have been very, very short. My suffering curve would have been very, very short. Yeah. So that is it. That is it for today. Let me see how many minutes we've been live. Been live for 30 minutes. Not bad. So that is it, guys. That is it. It is what it is. Some of these lessons are very, very difficult to learn on your own. That's why you always need someone to help you out. Yeah. Once you spot that one, don't forget, take advantage and learn so hard. Make sure you master it. Make sure you master it. Be a pro. So this is the first step, okay? Once all this happens and price eventually gives you the profit you want, right? Price gives you the profit you want. Good. You've made your 1:3, you've made your profits. Now let's look at what's happening. The uptrend continues, right? Because now price has created a new lower low and a new, sorry, now price is not creating lower lows anymore. It is creating higher lows and higher highs. Okay, so I'll edit this and we call it a higher low. Yes, why do we call it a higher low? Because this low is higher than this, the low below, right? Now, something new has happened. At this point, we won't call this a change of character anymore because the trend is now continuing. So this is a reversal pattern, or this is a reversal confirmation, while this here will be what we call a continuation confirmation. All right. So at this point, you notice something. Instead of writing change of character here, we'll call it break of structure, BOS. Okay, we call it a break of structure because price has proven to us that it is bullish. Okay, that it is going up. So now the first question is trend. What is the trend? It's up, an uptrend. We all see it, like this, an uptrend. The second thing, have we created swings? Yes, we've created a new swing low, okay? And we are looking forward to see if price will create a new swing high. When price is still here, you don't know if it is a swing high or not, because you don't know if price will continue going up or it will stop here and give you a pullback before it continues. So at this point, you don't know. That's why you cannot just buy from here. You have to wait for price to stop and start coming down. That's where, when price start coming down, for example, price start doing something like this. What do? You now know that this is a swing high, a higher high. So at that point, you can answer yes, you have a swing. And now, once you have a swing, we call it a higher high. What is the next thing you have to be looking at? You wait for a pullback, right? Good. That's when price comes deep. That's when you ask, pullback? You say yes, pullback. To where? That's when you take your Fibonacci. Dauda, is this thing making sense to you? Are you understanding something you never knew? Good. Now, you realize we're having a deep pullback to 78.6 retracement. Okay? So the pullback here, instead of 61.8, you now see it is 78.6, right? So you write it, fib level, 78.6. Now, the next question is your entry. That's where you start waiting for your entry confirmation. Once you get the entry confirmation, you buy. Now, the next point you have to ask yourself are your exits. Where do you get out? That's where you can say, okay, a 1:2, a 1:3. I will give you a complete video on exits, entries and exits, okay? I made a video of sniper entries. Now, I have, man, there are videos I have to do. Man, I have to give you guys a video on confluences. I have to give you guys a video on entries and exits. So those who are watching this letter, show some love by subscribing to the channel, because I'm going to be giving you these things back to back. And if you miss any, you have yourself to blame. Yeah, you have yourself to blame, because guys, I don't think you see this anywhere else, okay? As deep, this deep, okay? Because I've been watching videos on YouTube. I remember when I was struggling, I had to watch a whole lot of videos on YouTube, and I never saw videos giving this deep stuff that I'm giving you guys. So make sure you watch these videos, show some love by subscribing. So once you get your confirmation, you do what? You buy. The best place to place your stop loss is few pips below the swing low and target a 1:2 or 1:3, or even whatever you want to target, okay? And that's how you make your profits. You keep making profits, but I always recommend 1:2 or 1:3. That's enough. Take your profits and go. Don't be greedy. Do not be greedy. And eventually, if it plays out, price will give you this, and you now understand how easy it is for price to be creating higher highs and higher lows. That's what we call an uptrend, and that's how we actually take advantage of an uptrend. That's how we make money in an uptrend. Okay? Yes. So that is it. That is it. This is how we make money in an uptrend. So guys, we are currently making money right now on GBP USD. This is a trade we shared today. Okay, it's a trade we shared today. So we are not just saying these things for saying sake. Let me share my put this one down. Oh, let me add something on the screen. Let me choose the windows I want to share. Okay, so I want you to see I'm not just saying this. This is the trade we shared in the morning. Okay, this is it. This is the entry. Remember, those who watched my live stream in the morning, remember this is the live stream I had in the morning, London session. I told you guys I was expecting price to pull up, and it did. And now, after the live stream, I noticed price had is pulling up, so I gave a sell confirmation. I said sell GBP, GBP USD sell, stop loss. I gave the exact stop loss. Oh, I'm not even sharing. Let me share my screen. Sorry. Yeah. So for those who are not in my community, I'll drop just check in the description, especially those who are watching this later, check in the description section. You'll see everything. Yeah, you see everything. So during London session, like this is the London session I said I shared. So I said the title was Trade London with me. Yeah. So yeah, if you check in the comment section, there are links. In the description section, there are links. So you choose the link to join the Telegram community. So I shared the signal before time. Okay. So it's not like I just decided to come and lie to you guys. I shared. So like I said, I have 15 spots this month. Okay, for those who really want to take trading serious, contact me inbox and I'll help you out. And now this is the live stream we have going on. Okay, so it is what it is. I believe those who truly want to grow, want to make it big in trading, they have the time to sacrifice and learn new things. And I'm here to help you guys learn a lot. Okay, a lot. And I'm doing this for asking anyone money. So it's time to make money. So you can say, give me my money. It's time to make money. You can say, give me my money, man. Give me my money. GBP 30 USD is doing shit, and I don't feel comfortable holding this my buy I have on AUD USD, but I'll just keep watching. Maybe it'll play out. If not, I'll be forced to take action and maybe close before time because I'm not comfortable with this at all. Not comfortable at all. All right. right, guys. We can call it a day. I believe it wasn't a waste of time. Someone must have learned something, and looking forward to see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.